This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, December 24th. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Santa comes tonight. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Al. Today, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to share some of our favorite moments of the year. If there's one name that's gone down in infamy this past year, it's at the unfortunate expense of all the Karens of the world. But even more unfortunate is the behavior of the select group of women who earn that title. Take a look.
We're going to move on to Karen. What does the name do to you? The name given to white women seen in viral videos throwing tantrums is gaining steam. So a couple of the trending Karen videos this week include this woman who was kicked off an American Airlines flight for refusing to wear a mask to applause, no less. There was also this woman who threatened to shoot a man for filming her after she also refused to wear a mask. Look at this.
I'll put my mask on.
Oh, wow. Now, Karen is getting her own parody theme song. Thank the Lord, I was waiting for this. Courtesy of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It's set to the tune of Dolly Parton's Jolene. Take a look.
You wreck displays at Target stores. You throw good cold cuts on the floor. And please stop talking about your drawers, Karen.
I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things gotta breathe.
Karen, 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 Karen. I'm begging you, please don't lick that glass.
That's so disgusting. Erica, does this do anything to stop the Karens? Like, is this like, oh, I won't be one because I don't want to be in that song?
Well, Tori, I have to ask you because this is profiling in a different way.
Yeah.
So how does it make you feel? Do you feel like you have to go out of your way to establish that you're not a Karen?
Yeah, I feel triggered. I feel hurt. I feel vulnerable, and I feel like there's a name for something that I think we all knew was there in the first place, and that is emboldened entitlement white privilege. That's all what a Karen stands for.
Well, I think that it's really important because I think that there was some truth to what you were saying, that you do feel like you're a little vulnerable. And I want to make sure that you're taken care of because people need to know who's a Karen and who's not.
God.
So I've gotten you this T-shirt. Not Karen. It's from a friend of the show, comedian Reggie Jackson.
No way.
I picked up a few from my girls because I just want to make sure.
She knows.
I just want people to know so you can walk out freely in the streets.
I'm not a Karen.
And people will know that you are not a Karen.
Bless you.
Nice. I think Erica's T-shirt idea is genius, especially since women who are actually named Karen are having a hard time on dating apps. Did you know that? Take a look. Women actually named Karen are having a tough time finding love online. As we've seen, the name Karen has been used to describe pushy, entitled, and even, well, racist women like the women in these viral videos. But according to the dating app Wingman, women named Karen are receiving 31% fewer matches this year compared to last. Real Karens are also seeing a drop in responses and also engagement with people on the app. What do you mean you stop it?
Dudes don't, Jeff.
Yeah, they do care, dude.
Do guys care about your name?
Karen is a big one.
Stop it. Jeff, please back me up that guys do not care, especially from wingman.com.
This sounds like a very Karen story. That's why they're not getting dates. Listen, maybe the 31% has something to do with that we're living in a pandemic and nobody's dating. You ever think of that? Not because of what your name is?
No, but particularly Karen, that name is being stuck out as the one no one's paying attention to. My friend was named Isis, okay? That is so hard. It's an Egyptian god. It's a beautiful name. And I would change if I had a name that really stuck out and had to be a conversation starter all the time. We have a Karen. She works here. She's wonderful. But that's not going to be easy for the next 15. Like anyone named Katrina.
Right.
That was really hard for people. You know what I mean?
I actually call BS on Al and Jeff. I call BS on you, Jeff. If you were single, I don't think that you would go after a Karen because you wouldn't want to
Are you
you wouldn't
serious?
have to address the whole Karen
I agree with
thing
Sam.
with your family.
First of all,
no idea how men think.
What do you think these These dating apps do surveys about what your name is versus what your dating average is. Get real.
Of course
and
they
nobody
do.
cares what your name is. I can make some gestures right now and show you what they care about. I'm just being, a younger man.
What do you mean gestures?
Yeah, show us. We don't
Let's stay
understand.
on the air, guys.
But why
yes,
who's
Jeff.
he talking about?
He's saying
Jeff is saying that men
They care
don't
about
care
sex.
about the name at all, and I am
it's the
agreeing with
sex.
Jeff 100%. No, Sam, don't. That was very chill. I will just say this. I don't think that men care. I don't think anybody cares. When you have somebody, it's so hard to find somebody. You just have somebody that hits all those bullet points, the name's the last thing you care about.
I'm with you,
I
buddy.
totally disagree with both
You
of
think
you.
a guy would just be like, Karen, no?
I think it would bother you.
It wouldn't even cross my mind.
Beautiful woman that's single saying, I'm going to come on over.
Call her by her middle name.
My name's Karen.
He just said call her by her middle name.
If it's
see?
that much of a problem for somebody.
No, see, it bothered you. Coming up on DBL, meet the newest feature in our Strong Women series. She's proving that age is just a state of mind. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm Sam Shocker. The way I would describe myself as a host of DBL, well, my co-hosts call me like the mom, so I guess I'm kind of like the team mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Sam.
Oh, Mama Bear! Being a working mother is something that's very near and dear to my heart. I have such respect to all mothers out there, and that I love animals. I will advocate for animals till the day I die. The connection that we have built with the viewer, you feel like family. You share things that you are going through with us, and I felt comfortable sharing a really dark time in my life with you. I'm going through it.
I know.
I'm proud that we are inclusive. I'm proud that we have conversations about social injustices. Yes, we always have fun on this show, but at the end of the day, I feel like that we're making a difference. We really do provide a voice for the voiceless, and I'm so grateful for that.
Welcome back to DBL. Today we're sharing our favorite stories from the past year. And we've been introducing you to women who are strong inside and out. Meet Joan, who's proving it's never too late to chase a better life.
My name is Joan McDonald and I'm 74 years old. I'm a fitness influencer. Before I started on my journey, I was feeling pretty down in the dumps. I did not like any pictures of myself. Oh, I had happy moments, but my life was not a happy one. I went to the doctors and my 6 monthly checkup. I had kidney failure earlier. I had to keep going to make sure that everything was all right, not going downhill. I wanted to get off the drugs. Michelle is my daughter, and she is a certified coach, trainer, chef. She gave me a challenge. She told me, if you want to get better, I can make you better if you will join my group, but you've got to listen to everything I say. You got to do that. Can you do it?
Almost finished.
3 more.
When I first started out, I was using some machines. They had to see what I could handle. The video that went viral,
Up, down. You got it, girl. Up, down.
they just kept adding on small weights.
5. Nice. 4. Nice and tight.
And you're not thinking, okay, that's 5 pounds here, 10 pounds there, and you've got 2 sides, plus the bar. And when I finished the last one, I said, how much weight was that? That was heavy. Oh, 215 pounds. I'm going,
Last one, big and kill it. Woo! 200 pounds.
what are you trying to kill me? But I did it to keep motivated. Michelle had made us all take photos of what we looked like. I had a hard time finding a bathing suit big enough for me. We had to take the photo and we had to have the measurements. Didn't matter what the scale said. If I'm losing inches, there's something I'm doing right. I'm just about at 70 pounds off now, but I've changed my shape so much. I have to feel really good about that because people have told me that they are now drug-free. I'm going, see, it's not true. Women over 40 have to be drugged. Why would you put them on that when there's an alternative, which is a healthy lifestyle? Actually, there's several times that I felt I'd either like to give up or just mosey along at my own pace. Thing is, there are other people relying on me and I feel obligated for them, and it keeps me accountable towards my health. So I guess I better stick with what I've got right now. My advice to anyone who thinks they could start this journey is to make sure that you believe that you can do it. You can't shy away from the hard work. A strong woman is one who can get through a crisis without falling apart. When you're called upon to be strong for other people, you can. It's happened many times in my life with my family because I'm always there, always willing to lend a hand. They rely on me. And so you just stick it out. I've had people say, what are you wearing lipstick for? What do you got makeup on? Were you wearing your pajamas to the gym? Just ignore them. They're jealous that you're going to get more comments about how well you're doing than you are negativity, and you're going to feel a lot better.
Jump!
Jump! Jump!
For taking your life in your hands.
Coming up on DBL, meet a mother who was unjustly labeled a killer in today's Freedom Files, wrongly convicted. We'll be right back.
Lindsay Granger. I'm a trained journalist. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I learned to extensively research. I've written a documentary. I describe myself as the host that will bring a fresh perspective to the panel. I think Tori and I might disagree.
Not a nice thing for the president to say.
Everyone's blowing out of proportion, but that's okay because today we need that. DBL is a creative, fun, and fast-paced type of show. Who wouldn't want to be at DBL? I'm looking forward to joining the panel and getting into some fun, interesting, and intense conversations. But it's important today. We need to agree to disagree and have the dialogue. A lot of people watch TV and say, how am I represented? DBL is the answer to that question. I'm Lindsay Granger, and I hope to be your voice.
Welcome back to DBL. She was a young mom who the courts labeled a baby killer, but she was innocent. Earlier, Sam and I spoke with Kristen Bunch, that's in today's Freedom Files, wrongfully convicted.
June 30th, 1995. 20-year-old Christine Bunch falls asleep on the couch with her 3-year-old son, Tony.
Honestly, I'm not sure what woke me up. I remember saying that I thought he woke me up, that I heard him calling for me.
Surrounded by smoke, Christine notices Tony is no longer laying next to her. He is in his room, and it's engulfed in flames.
So I had taken the pillow and the blanket that was on the couch, and I'm trying to smother them, and they just burnt in my hands. And so I realized that I wasn't getting in through the doorway, and I ran out the front door, and I picked up his tricycle and busted out the bedroom window and started to climb through the window.
With flames now shooting through the roof, Christine's neighbor pulls her from the window.
I really thought they were going to pull my son out and everything would be fine. It wasn't until I got to the hospital that I found out that he wasn't alive.
Christine is charged with murder by arson. While out on bond, Christine finds out that she's pregnant.
It's not a nightmare because you don't get to wake up from it and realize that it was just a dream.
The state fire marshals tells the jury that accelerant was used in Tony's bedroom and in the living room.
My judge said that he thought I had gotten myself pregnant in order to get sympathy from the court and that I was going to get none.
Christine is sentenced to 60 years in prison. While in her cell, Christine goes into labor.
And so they shackle me and handcuff me and take me out in an ambulance.
At the hospital, her shackles are removed and replaced with an ankle chain, which allows her to go from her bed to the bathroom.
I got about 36 hours with Trent, and then my family picked him up.
Christine begins researching her case.
And what bothered me the most is the science used to explain the arson had been disproven while I was incarcerated. And so I read this article and was like, how can it be a myth if I've been convicted of it?
Her team discovers previously undisclosed documents that state no evidence of accelerant was in Christine's home, which is the direct opposite of what investigators said at trial. A forensic expert then finds another key piece of evidence regarding Tony's autopsy.
Carbon monoxide killed him. Smoke inhalation, not fire. So her determination was an arson burns too hot, too fast, and doesn't give off enough carbon monoxide to produce those kind of results.
In August of 2012, Christine is granted a new trial. 3 months later, after spending 17 years behind bars, all charges against Christine are dropped, and she is a free woman.
Christine, welcome to DBL. It's hard for me even to speak to you considering everything that you have endured as a mother, as a human being. I can't even imagine going through what you have gone through. So not only were you convicted of a crime that you did not do, but you tragically lost your son, and then you were labeled a baby killer. How did that label affect you?
It's something that you can't shrug off ever. I've been out for 8 years. I've been exonerated, but I still feel like that's a wound that I carry.
So Christine, do you believe that you were framed? And if so, do you hold resentment towards anyone?
I do believe that I was framed. I mean, evidence was altered to convict me. Resentment, no. I think I've taken that emotion and turned it around into something that I can work with and create change so that this doesn't happen again.
Christine, let me follow that up, because everyone we talk to in similar situations that were wrongly accused don't seem to hold resentment, but they lost years of their life, and in this case, your son. The not holding resentment, does that help you get past this? Is that what happens in your mind?
I mean, getting rid of the resentment is healing for me. And so I think for most exonerees, we have to let go of things we cannot change and just concentrate on moving forward and rebuilding our lives.
Wow, you are a better person than I, that is for sure. Your son, Trent, he's an adult now, but for 17 years, I can only imagine 17 very long years, you had to mother him from behind bars. This is a situation that no parent would ever want to be in. How do you build a relationship with him while in prison?
Well, I was blessed. My baby brother made sure that he was there every week to see me. And I was in a facility where we had one-on-one visits, so I could do things with him that you couldn't do in a normal visiting room. I got to read stories to him on tapes, and then as he got older, we read books together, did letters and phone calls, but it's hard, and so I'm thankful for the relationship that I have. I know that not everybody gets that.
Christine, how do you honor Tony today?
I always make sure that when I go speak about what happened to me, what happened to him, what happened to Trent, that we really bring home the fact that we can change this and make sure that this doesn't happen ever again. And I think that is the only way, the best way to honor him, to make sure that a tragic accident is never labeled a crime again.
Christine, I just have so much empathy for you. I can't even imagine going through what you've gone through. And then I'm just so bewildered and inspired by how you've turned it into activism. That's why you started your nonprofit. Tell us about Justice for Just Us.
J for short, is about exonerees letting communities know what exonerees are facing upon release, and just sharing ways that they can become involved and connected to help an exoneree reintegrate into the community and feel like they belong.
Christine, you're incredible. There's no words to describe you. Thank you so much for joining us here on DBL and to our DBL Nation. If you guys want to help Christine make change, I mean, she is evoking change despite all her trauma. You can visit her nonprofit, justiceforjustus.org. Thank you so much, Christine.
Great story. We'll be right back.
My hair is 100% authentically me, and so are my opinions. I am from Chicago, Illinois, and that's where my career started. My role on the panel is the voice of reason, if sometimes you want to be questionably unreasonable.
It's part of growing up.
Get him, girl.
And this is part of it.
Growing up, Al, is part of growing up. It's super disrespectful. Revealing my natural hair on live TV was one of the most liberating things I've ever done. Let me tell you, I would have been in the salon a long time ago if I knew it got a standing ovation. And as a result, I know that that's affected a lot of other women who want to be their most authentic self, and I carry that with me every day. DBL is unapologetic. DBL is organic. DBL is fearless. DBL is you.
'20 has been a challenging year, to say the least.
That's why we want to thank you for spending your time with us.
For sending us your comments and opinions.
Especially when you don't agree with us.
That's what this show is about.
And it's because of you we're all a family, and we cherish it.
From all of us here at DBL,
we want to wish you a happy holiday
and a healthy new year. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. So Paul from Facebook says, the judges are all corrupt. They should be wearing orange. And you guys loved the Karen segment. Edward on Facebook says, Karen, Karen, Karen is the new Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. And we got a comment from a Karen on YouTube. Shot through the heart and you're to blame. You give Karens a bad name. Good one. That is a good one.
Yeah.
Would you want to change your name if you were a Karen, or just prove the world wrong that there are good Karens out
there? There's got to be some. There's a lot of good Karens out there, and like you just have to. That you've been charged with that responsibility. Change the idea. Change the paradigm of Karen.
I think the Karens out there who are feeling that way are a little guilty of being a quote-unquote Karen. Because if you're not that way, you're like, I'm not one of those Karens. You got nothing to worry about, right?
What if the Jeff was a bad thing?
Big Jeff didn't return his shopping carts?
See, it would never stick because Jeff is such a stickler for principles.
Yeah, I'd be like, listen, this Jeff returns his shopping carts. Oh, I thought they were going to play something.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Sticking around. There's more DBL after the break. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Merry Christmas.